Alright, time to do some ARCA racing at Michigan. And this is going to be, I think, a little bit opposite of what we had in Xfinity. And we're going to be fighting tight rather than that extreme loose. So, I'm going to try to qualify as good as I can, but I haven't done a hot lap yet. And then we're going to attempt to not lose too many positions while trying not to push the car, and then try to gain a lot back in the final 10. But this track and the ARCA car never been able to make tire saving work, so it's going to be a bit of a risk, but we are the number 3 car, so maybe it's not going to be too difficult. Try to get out here, do a hot lap real quick, and see where that puts us. Not that we're going to get any times on the board with other people, but we need to feel it out. So the goal with saving tires is not to underdrive it to the point where it's going to push worse, but to back the corner up, get on the gas a little earlier, but not try to like push it as hard as I can through the corner, if that makes any sense. So not a lot of steering input and not a lot of on and off throttle. But I need to feel it out on what it does when I'm going really quick into the corner, because the way that I need to save, I think, is going to be much slower corner entries, but more throttle about a quarter of the way through the corner. We can nearly flat-foot it there on that second lap. So, who do we got in here? JP. Not seeing any other names that I know, but again, as I always say, I am horrible with names. Alright, let's hope that I have speed. Now, if you didn't see on Twitter or on YouTube posts, Wednesday night, so tonight, when you're watching this, if you're watching it when it comes out the day of, I will be running the touring car series at the 8:45 time slot, 7:45 Central, 8:45 Eastern, and my iRating's around, I think, 1800 on the road. So I don't know. It looks like it's actually pretty popular this season with the new cars. Fuck me. Alright. That was bad. And we just need to salvage this, because that loose was going to kill that lap. And that was going to kill the next lap as well. So now we're only going to get one lap to get it done. And we're going to need these things to warm up. So I'm going to drag the brake a bit. It's not going to heat the surface, but it's going to bring the pressures up, and need to get a good run to the line and no slips. Otherwise, we're going to be starting way in the back, and that is going to mean no matter what we save, we're not going to be able to gain much. But as you can see, we're already coming off really slow. Well, unfortunate, but it was going to be worse if I stayed in it there. So now we just cannot slide at all. We need to hit this perfect. A little high. That's okay. Didn't get loose on me. Just slightly off of the last time. Alright, well, we at least got through there a little better. It's not going to be the fastest lap in the world, but it's going to be the 4th fastest one. So, that is good. Maybe the field is just really that slow. Or maybe I was able to put together a decent first lap there. So, yeah. Oh man, just a little wiggle and we would have been a few more spots back. It looks like right around 8th place is where we're gonna fall into, most likely. And we are waiting on... Well, if you're skipping qual, then hit the button that you're skipping qual. Doesn't matter though. It's only 30 seconds left, so. Yeah, so I'm also thinking about doing a chili bowl hosted by me with the correct settings. Probably looking at either the Saturday before the real chili bowl or the Friday before. So kind of put your thoughts in if that interests you, what day you would like. And then it'll be the first 60 or 62 to sign up, whatever it ends up being. And yeah, we'll have a decent format to work with. Let's do a quick refresh of paints because I hadn't done that. And just in case we got to start using brakes later on. Don't know if it will. Let's get my paint scheme loaded up real quick. Okay. And get everyone else's. Alright, looks like most of the field's loaded up. Alright, that's enough for me. We'll hop in. Put session best lap up to start out with. And try not to get ran over while we're trying to be slightly conservative. It didn't seem like people were able to get away from each other when watching Gavin's race. So it's kind of actually nice to be able to watch his races before I do mine now.
There's no tyre changes allowed during this race. Treat them right and good luck.
Plus it was good to switch it up to see a different group of people in these random races that I select rather than the Monday night slot.
One to go. Next time by, line up on the outside. Pit road is closed.
But, yeah. Wednesday night touring cars. And Chili Bowl around the 8th of January. And then probably a weekend or a week after the Chili Bowl, we'll do the Tulsa Clash with the next gen cars at the Chili Bowl. And I tried to take the F1 there, but it won't load on a dirt track, so that's no fun. But we've just got to not lose too much here while saving. I don't even know if saving works, but I don't know. It looked like in Gavin's race, everyone was stuck no matter what they did. But it also seemed like everyone fell off a ton, so if I can save anything and be a little better in the last 10, then I think we can make a move.
Post car is off. Green flag, green flag.
Alright, so first corner, we don't need to conserve because we're not going to be up to speed. 22's backing off, conserving big time because he went a little low and was probably thinking he was needing to back off as much as he would on a fast lap. So now they're 4 wide behind us. And I've just got to get my mind into it. I don't need to catch up to these guys.
46.467. You're now in third.
What I do need to do is do an early lift, get it to turn, and then get back on the gas. And I think that's how we save the tires. Now, luckily, the guys behind us are continually screwing up, and that is keeping a gap. But it's only 1 lap right now, so I might be better off just to go, but I don't know. I have a feeling that being conservative is going to pay off.
Stay high, there's a car on the low side. Clear.
We're gonna get swamped for a bit. The bottom, the draft. Try to keep them side by side. Turn, then get on the gas. Right now we're doing okay. I've pushed it a little bit harder than I wanted to. And that took a bit more out, but now we don't have to worry about that because those 2 guys are gone and we've got another gap. Alright, so JP looks like he's going into conserve mode. The guys behind have thinned out and spread out a bit, so not too worried about that. It's just going to be how much do things start falling off. First person we're going to see fall off is going to be the 16. He's clearly driving as hard as he can. So if there's going to be fall off, it's going to be with him. Looks like behind the 4, there is a big gap building already. Didn't turn it like I wanted there. It's a 30-lap race, which is a pretty long race. Some very long corners that definitely, if you can somehow save, I think it's going to pay off at the end. I just don't know if I'm capable of saving. But they're getting smaller. And the cars behind are getting larger. We just gotta hope that that all changes. 20 to go, or 10 to go. Just trying to do minimum turning in the corners. The more turning I do, the more scrubbing the right front will happen, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. Now the 4 is definitely conserving. I think he is just sitting here behind me, not wanting to push it any harder than he needs to. Or he thinks I know what I'm doing. But if he thinks that, he's in trouble. And we got the guys up front going back to battle, so it's interesting that I thought JP was conserving a bit, but guess not. Or maybe he is, and the front guys are falling off. Got the 8 car now closing in on us. They're going to be battling for second. Seconds, the gaps come down just a bit as they battle, and it's going to come down a lot if they run into each other. Oh, stupid seam. Okay, so now I think the 8 car is just sitting back there. 16 is definitely falling off now. 1.9 seconds to him. It was like 2.5 a few laps ago. The 1 and 2, we wouldn't have had anything for, even if we went as hard as we could. Is getting a little more pressure. Trying to just let the car go where it wants and not do too much scrubbing of the tires. 4's getting impatient, so let him go. It's not even halfway yet.
Stay high.
No, he doesn't even have a run on us.
273.
So we'll go up top here. Not going to push it too hard, but enough that we'll probably stay ahead of this guy. And we do. And we're down to 1.5 to the 16. So if we keep these guys side by side behind us, that's going to help our cause. So I'm going to help the 8 for a second. Overdrove entry there a bit. 4 car cleared the 8. 1.3 ahead. Switch to last lap now.
41.259.
Yeah, 16 is getting extremely tight, it looks like. The number 1 and number 2, they know how to rotate their cars and go fast to not burn up everything, so that is how they have continued to pull away. I feel like the 8 is just taking his time. Although he's going to do a little look there.
Car inside.
We're just going to overdrive entry. And then he's going to push up or get loose. And he's not going to have any draft. And we will clear him into 1.
1.518, still inside. Clear, inside. Stay high.
Push it here for a second just to stay in front of him. And we're still good. So pushing when we need to. Taking it easy when we can. I think that's working out for us at the moment. Kind of just controlling the situation. Eight cars falling off a bit. Looks like he's side by side with the guy. Alright, so what we got to do now is clear this car in front of us fairly quick and hope that the 4 is not able to. And then we'll see what happens with the leaders. Just got extremely loose on the seam. Try to get a run off the corner on him since he's pushing so bad. Clear him into the next corner.
Outside. Still there, hold your line. Still there, hold your line.
And clear.
Outside if you want it. .476. You're back in third. go.
Poor car once again, just not able to make the low side work on someone. 2.7 away. I think we can start pushing it a little more now, see what we can gain. Overdrove one. He's gonna get crossed over. No. Didn't get crossed over as quick as I thought he would. But, yeah, we have nothing for these guys in front. They are still good on tires. But what happened behind us worked out perfectly. Took him a couple of laps to get around the 16, and that plays into our hand perfectly. On the low side here, top did not feel good when we weren't trying to get around someone. But yeah, just cannot pull any gap on these guys in front of us, so. And looks like 16 got loose or something happened there. That slowed everyone down. The 5 cars now back there. 8 cars dropped.
41.592.
Alright, so we're not going to overdrive it. Just keep underdriving. And that should keep us ahead of the 4. And there's the 16. .7 back. We're opening up that gap. I think he just got a little impatient and started making moves that he didn't really need to on me, and that hurt his tires, and then just wasn't getting the moves done on the 16 quick enough. But the leaders are still pulling away, so I did what I needed to finish where I was going to finish. And we're not going backwards at this point in the race when we normally would be, so now we gotta hope that the 16 doesn't try to race us. I feel like we raced him clean, so hopefully he won't. Looks like he's just gonna go to the top side.
Outside. Clear outside if you want.
And by top side, I meant the wall. 0.9 now behind, 3.1 ahead. It's expanding on both ends. So a nice little boring race to finish off. Finish where we're supposed to, unless I screw it up. 5 car disappeared now. Yeah, that was too low. Tried to drag brakes a little on entry to see if that would help. anything.
Two more, let's go. 41.706.
Just big arc now. I think that's what I should have been doing since I got out here, is just big arc into one. That helped it turn. Big throttle punch after I get it to turn. 10 cars hauling. 10 cars caught us quite a bit.
White flag, one more lap to go.
I think.
41.6.
Looks like he's closing in, but luckily, final lap. That went pretty much as I planned, amazingly. Able to just conserve my tires without losing too many spots. Manage the people behind me. Go for a corner if I need to. That just heated up the right front a bit. Yeah, we had nothing for the guys in front of us anyways, so I am perfectly fine finishing a very far back third in the 3-car. Make sure we don't get ran into, because I want to see what my tires are. And we even were clicked on someone else, and we didn't get bad luck from it. So, 6478, not good at all. That was probably the last 5 laps, just overdriving it. But, you know what? Got us our third, where we're supposed to finish, so let's see what all happened out there. Alright. 14. And I don't know who that's on. Because it didn't look like the 14 came up. Oh, the 21 got loose. Amazingly, everyone's gonna miss this. For now. Yeah, everyone misses it. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Almost everyone missed it. And the 21 pulls off the wall and turns right in front of the 11. And then the 18 gets some of it. And the 14 gets a little retaliation. All it did was give him another 4X and blow his engine. 21's still gonna get to his pit stall. 9 drags the wall on entry. 7's gonna drag the wall on entry. And 21 is pushing and hitting the wall. As is 15. And the 15's getting good at it. 6 car. A little tail slapper there. What's 14 gonna do here? Prediction code. And not prediction code. Not prediction code. Well, that is what happened to both of them. So, let's take a big view of this. A-Car's got a massive run. 16 slow off the corner, as he was. And the 8 lifts, but then keeps his nose right on him and wrecks him. I mean, that was just a really poor decision there. The 8 should have just pulled out and passed him. He lifted off, then put his nose right where... I don't know what he was trying to do there. He could have easily passed him. When he blinks, 21, I assume, is going to eat the wall. Maybe? Maybe not. Nope, nothing there. And the 16 eats the wall. And the 8 is eating the wall. 14. It's a lot of the same guys showing up here. Yeah, he has no right front now. We're going to see a retaliation out of the 16 here, or is he just going to hit the wall? Nope. I don't know why it showed that. They're getting closer to each other. Everyone's avoiding the 16. Alright, we're just going to sit and watch what happens here. Wow. He doesn't retaliate. Or does he? I don't think he's going to be able to get his car turned. He's got to run. The suspense. We got to watch it. Is that the checkered? No, white flag. Nothing's going to happen. 23 is going to hit the wall. No. Well, nothing to show there. At least we didn't see anyone retaliate other than the 14, I guess. Let's take a look at the results. We've got 148 points, 46 iRating, and 0.07 safety rating. It went as I thought. We had nothing for these guys. Had I tried to keep up with them at the beginning of the run, we would have started dying even sooner. And, yeah, that just wasn't going to work out. So I'm happy with it. Happy how it went. So hopefully that helps you out this week. And yeah, P3, but supposed to finish there. So at least it went how I drew it up. So fastest car on track was the one going backwards very fast. So don't worry about doing fast times. Worry about just keeping the right front on it, which means don't be turning the wheel to keep it off the wall. You know, don't put too much wheel in it. If you're putting too much wheel in it, back off the corner just a bit more, because you're going to save a lot more time doing that than if you push it, burn it up, and then all you can do is go slow. So, thanks for watching.